Hey everybody, Carrie Ann with Stampin' on the Bright Side. So glad you could join me today. I'm having a wonderful day. I hope you are too. And we're going to be making this cute card. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, I made that. I mean, it's a little, this is a little off center, but still, I mean, like, it's so cute, but it's so easy to do. The only thing, so all of this is new, not new, but all of it's current except for this little doohickey right here. I had a whole bunch of those. We don't sell these anymore. It made me so sad. I don't know why we don't sell them anymore because they're perfect for these daisies, and really I don't know what else is. If you have any idea of what would work for the center of this daisy, let me know, because this is all I can think of that we have that's big enough to fit, and I haven't been able to figure out anything else. And I really want to be able to continue using my daisy punch because it's so adorable. I love it. All right, so anyway, like I said, super easy. I already have most of this done. So what we're focusing on today, besides the daisy, is this piece right here. So, you know, sometimes you have a die that you really love and you really want to be able to use it, but you realize it does not fit your sentiment that you want to use, and so you end up trying to get a different die, but you're not necessarily happy because you were really in love with that one, or you wanted to try it out to see how it looked and whatever, and you're disappointed. So turns out, well, we already knew, a lot of us already knew that we could do this trick with a lot of our punches. You can resize. So I've done that before, I believe, in one of my videos. A lot of demonstrators have done it before. We're just now, I guess a lot of people are just now starting to explore this same concept, only with our dies. And so this was actually made using this Hippo and Friends, oh, that's what it's called. Let me see it. Yeah, Hippo and Friends dies, which is awesome. Look at all the stuff you get. And this is bundled with a stamp set. And in the stamp set you get, this is a horse that you can turn into a unicorn, and he has a little, did I lose the unicorn horn? No, there he is right there. Okay, and then there's a little bow tie, there's a balloon, there's a couple of flowers, you get a hippo, a butterfly, a little lamb, a ewe. Then you can turn any of these into tags where you can run ribbon through using these guys right here. This, I'm not sure what that is, but I feel like it's maybe to punch holes, to make like a gift bag. This is a little wavy. This is for the balloon, the string for the balloon, I believe. And then this has 3 sets and they all nest. These all nest. This is actually, there's 4 of these because that's where this one came from, and they're double stitched. So you can use the negative or the positive, meaning when you cut this out, what's left behind is the empty space with stitching around the edge, which is awesome. This one has like little dots that go around it, and the larger one and the smaller one are the same pattern, and then the middle-sized one is like a coordinating pattern or a complementary pattern. So anyway, I love this set right here. So we're using that, but it's too big for my sentiment. It's bigger than I wanted it to be. So I'm going to resize it. I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so let me find a piece of scrap paper. Well, first, you know what? We'll wait. Hold off on that. Let me just go through my normal steps so I don't get ahead of myself. Okay, let me set this up where I can see it. Okay, so we are going to, where's my bone folder? I'm going to fold. So this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and then it is scored at 5 1/2. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my bone folder to really crease that up good. And then this paper is cut to almost cover and have just a tiny bit of space. It's cut like 1/8 of an inch, so it'll have a 1/16 inch border. So this is cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down. And this is our Flowers for Every Season paper pack. I love it so much. So many good papers in it. To be honest, I bought a lot more stamp sets and bundles and things than paper. I joined a paper party, so I'm waiting for my papers. I'm going to order a couple other packs, but this pack is one of 3 that I ordered during the pre-order time, and since then. And honestly, I have not used a lot of other papers besides this one. You can get a lot out of it. And so, and this left enough on the ends that I'm actually just going to, like, the next Sunday's card is probably going to be a card that just has this and then some kind of sentiment there. So, I mean, you can get, out of these 2 pieces of paper, you're going to get 4 cards. 1 full covered and 1 not. So, really, that's awesome. So you wouldn't think 6x6 paper could do a lot, but I just made 2 gift bags out of 1 6x6 paper too. That's going to be one of my, actually I think it's going to be, I think it should already have been posted. I'm doing lots of videos today, which I've mentioned in my other videos, so you're probably getting tired of hearing about it. Okay, so anyway, moving on. We're going to let that set, and let me put my bone folder away so I don't lose it. Need to find a piece of paper. Okay, so I'm using Whisper White, and I am going to run this through like I normally would, and just cut it just like I normally would. And then we're going to do a little tiny bit of magic. That's really cool. Love this technique. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. I knew about the punch thing. It just didn't occur to me to do it with this. Okay, so see what I'm talking about? The negative space now. So now you have a window. You can cut this out of a nicer, you know, you could cut it more neatly and have a window and have something behind it peeking through. Okay, which is another card that I kind of did. I'm going to be posting a video for this one pretty soon where I cut out. All right, so anyway, I want to minimize this just a little bit. So I'm going to get it so that my die is, you'll know when it happens, when these grooves fit into the ones that you've already cut. Sometimes it pops right in, and sometimes it takes a little bit of work. Okay, and then I'm like, how big do I need this? I think I did a little bit more. A little bit, I mean less. Okay. I don't feel like I have it. Why is this taking so long? I know why, because the camera is running. Oh my goodness. Okay. What is happening? I just did this. What are you doing to me? Maybe I need to turn it around? I don't know. It worked perfectly. I did a whole live focused around this last night, and it worked perfectly. It's not on. Wow. Okay, well, you know what? We're just going to try it and hope for the best. We'll see what happens. If I have to do it again, I'll do it again, and maybe it'll work right that time. I mean, but like I said, I popped it right on there. It was fine. It just went right in with no arguing whatsoever. Oh, that's fine. Maybe it just felt like it was wobbly. Okay, so, and then you get this other piece that's like a banner. So, yeah, you get extra things. Anyway, I'm kind of thrown off now by how long that took. Sorry. Didn't mean for that to take that long. This is a quick and easy card using a new technique, and it should not have been that difficult. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to use Tasteful Touches stamp set, and we're using Just Say Hello, and I've already pulled it. We're going to stamp it with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Hopefully now after all that, it's going to come out nice and straight, and I'm using the top of the word saying because my eyes can form a straight line with that word for some reason. The other ones just throw me off. With these scripty fonts, it's kind of hard to be able to tell. But you have to find something that you can latch onto that helps you see what you need to do. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere. This is Poppy Parade, and it is cut at 1 3/8 by 4 1/8. I'm going to go ahead and just glue that down. I have another one of these bottles of glue that will never end, which is a good thing. I mean, it's a good value. It's very inexpensive glue, and it really does last a long time. But then you get to that bottom where you keep having to like really shake it to get it to work, and you're just ready for the new bottle already. So if I want more control over my gluing, I use a fresh bottle, and then for stuff like this I use that mostly empty bottle. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we are going to punch with the medium daisy punch. I know a lot of people say this if it's, oh there it is, it's in where it's supposed to be. If this is the medium and the other one's the large, is there going to be a small, or is this small? Is there, I don't even know. I'm confused now. Alright, so I have 2 of these, and I'm going to use a sponge dauber and some Daffodil Delight. I'm just going to add a little bit of color to these. And a piece of scrap paper, which is buried, I think, strangely. Okay, every time I think I have all my stuff out and together, it's not. It just throws me off. I have so many projects lined up over here, trying to get them done ahead of time. Okay, so I start in the middle and work my way out. Start in the middle, work my way out. And I'm going down some other petals as I go. So what's going to happen is the center is going to get a little darker as I'm adding a little bit of color to the petals. And it looks weird. Oh, that looks really awesome. Cool. And I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Work my way out. Start in the middle, work my way out. It may not even look like it, but I am. I'm pulling a little bit out. Starting in the middle, so that the middle is darker. That's really neat. I love that. I may have to try to do something with that. I'm not sure what, but my wheels are turning, y'all. Okay, I'm going to use glue dots. I'm just going to pop a couple of these on here. And then I'm going to glue off center. Or try to get it as even as I can. Okay. Yeah, the center is really hard to do. So I tried like some speckles. This is a stamped one. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people do different things. Mostly they just put those jewels because we had them and now we don't anymore and I don't know what to do. All right. So anyway, I have that. I'm going to put a dimensional on the back. I'm not going to pull the thing off yet. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of this. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, I want to add, I don't know if you noticed, I have these little gold strands. So we used to have spools of gold and silver twine, and then we added, I think, like a rose gold kind of color. I have the silver and the rose still. Ran out of gold when I was making my daughter's thank you cards for her wedding, but then, and then they discontinued it. But then we got this awesome Forever Greenery trim combo pack that likes to splay. It likes to come loose, so it's perfect. So, you know, come loose all you want to, buddy. I'm just going to use strands of it, and it's basically just like that cord. It is a little difficult sometimes to get it loose. You have to hold on to everything or it will tangle. Just let it find kind of its own little spot. Okay, so there's one. I used 2 for my sample, so I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, my nose is getting stuffy again. I don't know why. I'm trying to think what is out right now. I don't even know. Oh, there's 3. Do I want 3? Should I add more gold loops? Let's just do it. We'll do 3 gold loops. Okay, I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal and I'm just going to lightly try, just a light. See, no, that was too light, and it just, look at that. One of these days I'll get this right. Okay, so all I'm trying to do is just give something, might be able to put a little bit here too, something for this gold string, this gold cord or whatever, gold thread to hold on to. Okay, and so I'll do, oh, don't do that. Are you serious? Look at this, they tied themselves together. Wow. Okay, good times, good times. Okay, and I'm just going to loop around and loop around and then loop around over here. Okay, and then I'll just take this guy and I'll just do some loops with him too. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a little bit of an accent that just adds some character. Takes a little longer than I wanted it to take, but okay. There we go. Okay, and get that end right there. Okay, pull the tabs off of these. We're almost done, believe it or not. It really is an easy card. If you're doing these as a bunch of thank you cards, really you could get a lot done. Okay, so I'm going to do it a little bit off center. I'm trying to get the top and the bottom even this time. Okay, and then take the back off of this guy and put him right here. And then I'm going to put, now this time, did I use the gold? I think I did. I wonder if I want to use this one now for this one. I kind of just like that, but let's try it. Let's just do it. I haven't even opened this pack yet. The other one I opened and all the pieces started migrating. They started migrating, look at that, off of their glue. So that's why I felt like I needed to go ahead and use these up. But then I was like, wait, these are the perfect size for both daisy punches. Why don't we have them anymore? And I'm just still not understanding. Okay, and are they even the same size? Did I use the big one? I think I used the big one. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty too. Okay. Trying to get it centered in there. There we go. Yeah, I think that works. I think maybe this gold works better with the gold thread, but I think that works too. I know I don't sound convinced, but I really do. I think it works fine. Because you can mix metals now. People aren't as fussy about mixing metals as they used to be. So there's this super cute, easy card. I could have done some more gold loops down here. Don't, just let it go. Just let it go. It's good. We're looking at the bright side. It is a cute card. I think anybody would be happy to get a card like this that would cheer their day. You could do lots of things with it. You could, instead of using the Poppy Parade, you could use maybe So Saffron, this light kind of yellow. You probably could use maybe like the Just Jade. I mean, you could do a smaller piece of the Poppy Parade and not go all the way over, just have another like a rectangular piece here or a square or something off center. I mean, you could do lots with it. So yeah, cute. I feel like I used a different color over here for this. That looks brighter. Maybe it's just the way that is. That's interesting. Anyway, so I really enjoyed stamping with you today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.